a beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield. I represent the swords. Oh, you know what time it is, Raider Nation. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. That's why you're here right now. That's why you take a little bit of time out of your evening to join me. Because you know what time it is. Oh yeah. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I'm the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios, deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and it's the start of the week. It's the end of a Monday, and what do? Every single Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction? We drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league wide as we go ghost to the post with Prime and the Commish. Prime is the resident Raider Reaction sports guru. The man has been a ring announcer for pro MMA and boxing, PA announcer for pro soccer. He has been the vice president of the pinnacle of fantasy football, the Hardcore Challenge. He's done play-by-play in color for college basketball as well as play-by-play in color for college football. And he joins the Commish every single Monday and Wednesday. Like I say, we drop back deep. Let it fly league wide. What's up, Prime?
What up, Commish? It's Monday night.
Yes, sir.
Can you dig it?
It's Monday. A full week this week. No short week.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a whole lot going on. We got players being signed. We got players getting pulled over.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, it's off
we got
season.
Players.
You always got some players getting pulled over. We just hope it's nobody in the silver and black getting pulled over. And again, it's not. The Raiders we're leading the pack for length of time of guys, as always, Ryan, as the team with the longest streak of players not being arrested. And that's something to be proud of. Over 3 years now.
Can you confirm that statistic?
Yes, over 3 years, and no Raider has been arrested.
Wow, that's got to be a record in Raider history.
It's been a minute.
I mean,
it's been a minute, so that's a good thing. Hey, we'll take any victories you can get, and that is a victory, my friend. That is a victory. So, some of the biggest news this weekend, Prime, was about the quarterback. He's been in the news all offseason, and nobody called him. He's been the dejected lover. His phone's not ringing. He wanted to kneel last season and cause a controversy as backup quarterback. So Colin Kaepernick has been a big topic of conversation in the offseason. Me and you both thought he was a good fit in Seattle, and it might be a good landing spot for him.
Well, I did think that he could cause some locker room turmoil.
True.
But overall, it would be a good landing spot for him.
Well, it's probably a better landing spot for him than it was for the Seahawks taking him, because they took Austin Davis. They signed Austin Davis.
Austin Davis out of what university? He's a backup. Perennial backup. For what, 2-3 seasons now?
He was with the Donkeys last season and didn't get any action. Never saw the field. He's played for 5 seasons.
5 seasons.
He's got 10 starts. 8 in 2014 with the Rams. So 8 out of 10 of his starts with the Rams in 2014. Yeah.
I remember that season.
Yep.
And, well, he was serviceable, I suppose.
I guess. That was a shocker to me. I hadn't even heard.
Now, if you got to ask me, Austin Davis or Colin Kaepernick? If I'm getting a backup quarterback, I got to look towards the guy that wants to kneel during the national anthem, but we got a freedom of speech in this country, but whatever.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I don't agree with it.
I don't either. I thought
but that's what this whole thing is all about.
I don't, I just thought, put the political garbage aside, I just thought it was a good fit for both of them, because if Russell Wilson goes down, don't you want a... Oh, we're getting there, Ryan. We're getting there. What's up, Terry? Don't you think you would want somebody who's a similar, runs a similar type offense? He's kind of a rollout, on the run type guy, just like Russell Wilson is. Not Austin Davis.
Kind of funny.
What happens if Wilson goes down? You got to go to Austin Davis now? He's like, great.
But of course, they have some familiarity with him because he was a Ram.
I guess.
They've seen him on the field. They know what he can do, and for some odd reason, they put a little more stock in that than they could have Colin Kaepernick, who I think, if given the right environment, this is totally objective here. If given the right environment, Colin Kaepernick can be a top 15 quarterback.
Well, there's not a ton of quarterbacks that have stepped forward in the league thus far. It's a transitional period in the NFL right now where you've got this whole batch of young quarterbacks that are coming in, and you've got all the old guards are leaving. So, and what's up, Taz? So,
What up, Stacy?
It's, it is what it is. But.
Yeah, so he didn't get signed, so they went with Austin Davis.
I was shocked.
Well, hopefully, if Russell Wilson better not get hurt.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, statement or no statement, when it comes down to W's, if the guy could help you win a game and he could be holding a clipboard behind Russell Wilson, I think it was a smart signing. I think it's a dumb move by the Seahawks. Next. Moving on. So,
oh, man.
I understand there was some big news. What did you say? Elvis Dumervil?
Elvis Dumervil. Prolific pass rusher that he is.
Yes, he's getting up there. But
he had a season there, too, a couple years ago.
He did.
Well, now he's a 49er.
Ugh.
Yeah, the 49ers signed him today. And the way their linebackers and defense go down, they need all the help they can get.
Yeah, I suppose. They do need all the help they can get. There's no doubt about that. I don't know how much... I don't know, man. I haven't heard... The last time I heard Dumervil is a... he's obviously still a good, serviceable guy, so... do you have anything on the numbers on him?
No, I haven't heard numbers yet.
Okay. I didn't hear any numbers either. That was fairly fresh. That was fresh news. I didn't get numbers on that one either.
As of 7:38 Central.
Well, that's pretty fresh.
Yeah.
What's up, Assassin Angel Eyes? What's up, Autumn Angel? Share. Thank you. What's up, Watts?
Oh. They're already talking about Macklin.
Yeah, they are. They're clamoring for it. Well, let's before we get to Macklin, before we touch on Macklin, let's touch on one other story that I thought was interesting. Now, when I was growing up, when this Monday Night Football came on, it was Hank Williams Jr. getting ready for Monday Night Football. I mean, what?
Yep.
That was everybody associated Monday Night Football with Hank Williams Jr.
No, not everybody.
Not everybody? You didn't associate Monday Night Football?
No.
But you heard the song,
and
it made you think of Monday Night Football.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Well, then,
So, it's associated, but it's not like when I think Hank Williams,
well, you're not out rocking it on your spare time. I understand that. Neither am I. But it's,
I am not a country boy.
Well, no.
But I will survive.
I will survive, and I'll tolerate it if I have to. But my wife listens to it occasionally, and it pains me, but I will listen to it if I have to. But
whatever you're into, that's cool.
6 years ago, he made some disparaging comments about the then president in office, Mr. Barack Obama, and he was removed, and his song was removed from the start of Monday Night Football. Well, now they're bringing him back. This hiatus is over.
Yeah, it's perfect timing. At the very same time where that one comedian chick, I think her name is Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
She gets destroyed because she takes a picture with a decapitated, bloody head of Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's.
And she's just getting slam-basted, man. Oh my gosh.
What's up, CV?
Her career is going down the tubes quick. So let's rewind to, what was it, 2006?
Yes.
Was it 2006? He just said some stuff about the president-elect Barack Obama, and he is out of there quicker. So now that we've killed another entertainer's career because of some crap that went on about the president, now we're going to bring the one that lost everything the first time, and that just proves in America there's always second chances.
Oh man, America has a short memory. We will crucify you and burn you at the stake within 30 seconds of you doing something. But by next week, we hardly remember your name. It's just the way it goes. It's the news cycle. You're in and you're out.
Exactly. It gets refreshed every 24 hours.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's something else. But that's, I mean, Michael Vick, he gets out and gets a second chance. I
know people that hate Michael Vick
Riley Cooper more
than they hate.
Riley Cooper's still getting phone calls. Now, how's Riley Cooper still getting phone calls? Nobody will touch Kaepernick with a 10-foot pole. All he did is take a knee. This dude's out, throwing racial slurs and whatnot around, and I guess it's a messed up world.
Yeah, well,
it's a messed up world.
That might say a little bit of something about the guys who run the teams.
Thank you, Autumn Angel. Yeah, yes, it does. It's mostly a bunch of rich white men. So they're like, we don't want to see you kneeling on the sidelines. So yeah, I guess. Whatever.
Anyway.
All right. Get into the other big news, which was big news. And that's what I'm saying, Watts. I'm looking forward to some Hank on Monday night. It's just historic.
Hey,
there's just things.
I'm looking forward to Monday night. This should fall around halftime. So I'll be all fired up. You guys won't even be able to handle Prime on a Monday night.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, we should, man. That's what we should do. We got to line our show up on Monday nights for, because that'll be right around our showtime anyway. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like
halftime will be part of our show.
Yes, it will.
And by the way, if you're just joining the show, this is Prime in the Commish. Going so deep. Let it fly, league-wide. On the Raider reaction.
Absolutely. Every
Special
Monday and Wednesday.
Goes to the post.
Every Monday and Wednesday it goes to the post. Dropping back deep in the pocket and letting it fly league-wide. Because there's 32 teams. We're one of them. We got to know about the rest. We got to keep up on the spin of the rest of the league. And of course, we're going to look at all this league news with the perspective, obviously, slanted to the silver and black. Because it's Raider reaction. But we got to know what's going on, man.
I understand a lot of people love Hank. That's cool. That's cool. That's just not what I would say should be played at the very beginning of Monday Night Football.
Oh, no.
I need something a little harder.
I would have loved if it would have been some other song that had played on Monday Night Football for decades and decades, but it just so happened to be that one, and now it is ingrained in the history of... Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, and we always appreciate you showing up.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thank you, Theron. Thank you. Hey, man, come back. We're here every weeknight, Monday through Friday. 7 Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. You only get Ghost to the Post,
Central.
though. You only get Ghost to the Post with Prime and the Commish on Monday and Wednesday. The rest of the time, you just give me. But it's straight silver
and the
and black.
Commish is solid Monday through Friday.
When it's the Commish, we don't talk about nothing but silver and black, though. So, but like I say, you got to keep up on the rest of the league, man, because this is an important time, a busy time in the league. So, as you guys were mentioning earlier, the other biggest news that had happened over the past few days was obviously the Queefs releasing Jeremy Maclin. Now, I was shocked.
It's a shocker.
Prime was shocked. You know who else was shocked?
Had no idea.
You know who else was shocked? His quarterback was shocked. So how does his quarterback, what kind of, first you went and, they told basically Alex Smith he's only got this 1 year. They don't throw to the wide, they went a whole friggin' season without throwing to the wide receivers already. And then you went and took his number 2 guy from him, a guy who he's actually friends with, and didn't even tell him? The crumbling of the Chiefs.
Yeah, well,
they've peaked, man.
I think
I'm telling you. I agree.
They got a young wide receiver there.
I think the Chiefs have peaked.
What's his name? Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, he's a flash in the pan type guy. I don't think he's a guy that's you're going to see us around for. It is good news for us.
Well, he is a flash.
Well, he's a flash.
And now I want to talk about the Chiefs, but that boy is fast.
Oh, yeah, he's crazy fast, but...
He had like a 4.25 40 in the combine.
But he's
he
not
beat
that big.
Chris Johnson's record.
He's not that big. He's a great return guy, but is he going to be that effective over the long haul of a season if he's an everyday, you want to try and use him all the time wide receiver? I don't see that. I don't see that.
No, but he could be a better utility type guy than... who's the Ram? You had him on your fantasy team.
Tavon Austin.
Yeah, Tavon Austin. He could be a better Tavon Austin.
Yeah, I guess, but...
I mean, they tried to get him the ball so many different ways. I mean, just by passing the ball and, of course, handing it to him. And he returned kicks.
I don't know. We'll see. I think this is the last hurrah for Alex Smith and Andy Reid this season, and the Chiefs go into rebuild mode next year, and which is a great thing for us. It's a great thing. So,
yeah, I think Andy Reid has done what he can there. He's been a pretty successful coach. You know, if you go back to his Philadelphia days where he went to the NFC Championship on a regular basis.
He's ate a boatload of Kansas City barbecue. You know he's ate a boatload of Kansas City barbecue. You know it.
Oh, that's a big man who does not say no to barbecue.
He's ate a boatload. Now,
I tell you what, if you go to what is that, Arrowhead Stadium, and you yell, chicken wing, hey. He'll be like, what? Turn around. And it's like, let me put these plays down.
Yes, we do play the
Get
Eagles.
the chicken wing.
Monday Night Football. Is that Monday night? Monday Night Eagles. We play the Eagles on Monday night. And you know what day that is? That is Christmas. We play the Eagles on Christmas.
Christmas?
Monday Night Football. Christmas night. Raiders at the Eagles. Yes.
That's beautiful.
That is, because you know what? Football gods owe me. Because Christmas Eve last year was the worst damn Christmas Eve that I remember in as long as I can remember. Because I sat there and watched our quarterback get his freaking leg broken and our season die right there on the field. Christmas this year is going to be beautiful.
A little redemption.
Yes. Oh, I look forward to that game. That's one highlighted on my calendar. Christmas night in Philly. Yes. Oh, I'm jealous, Chris. That's one I would love to be at. I've never been to Philly for a game. That's one I need to check off my list. Never been to Philly for a game.
Yeah, that's in the sports bucket list.
Oh, Watts, it was the worst.
Of places I got to see a football game.
I'm not lying a single bit. When I say what happened last season, absolutely.
Who loves tacos?
Absolutely murdered my Christmas Eve. My wife was like, "Are you going to cheer up?" I'm like, "No, probably not. Not until I sleep this off at least." Hell no. I was furious. I couldn't hardly eat. It ruined my Christmas Eve. I mean, ruined it, man. I was beside myself to see the greatest season that I had watched in over a decade just die. My wife's like, come on. I was like, no, you don't understand. His leg's broken. What do you mean, get over it?
It happens.
That's all right. It all points to this season. So, sticking with Macklin. Obviously, he's gone. Commish cut him. The next question when you're talking about him is, where's he going to land?
Well, there's already talk of him going back to Philadelphia.
I heard that. I did hear that. Also heard there's been a lot of clamoring. Tyrod Taylor has joined in the recruitment of Jeremy Macklin. And also heard some rumblings from LaShawn McCoy trying to pull him over to Buffalo.
Buffalo might be trying to put something together, and I think Jeremy Macklin could definitely add to that.
Well, they need something there.
Oh, yeah. They need a healthy wide receiver is what they need.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, he had a good season, and then, of course...
I did not hear that. Alfonso said he heard the Browns wanted him. Ugh. Who would go to the Browns? Who wants to go to the Browns? I've heard Buffalo the strongest so far. But...
So, I don't know. I think he could be an important piece in Buffalo. He's experienced. He runs good routes. He's got decent hands.
Well, they need something going on in Buffalo. That's for
He
sure.
used to have some wheels, but I think he's lost a step.
Yeah, he did. You know, they didn't utilize him very well in Kansas City. I mean, I don't know what was up with their game plan and the absolute lack of trying to use any wide receivers at all. But hey,
now don't be surprised if Macklin goes somewhere else and has a career year.
you think? Is he going
It's
to have
possible.
that pissed off, vengeful year? Like, y'all, nobody wanted me. I'm going to come out and light it up for 1 year and be like, I told you so. And then that's
No,
it.
his career all but died in Kansas City.
Well,
They did have that season where they didn't complete a touchdown pass to a wide receiver the whole
the
season.
whole season. Man, you
The
almost
whole
got
season.
you almost got to try to suck that bad.
And he was there for that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get him to a quarterback that throws to someone besides a running back or a tight end.
Yeah.
Because Alex Smith is he's a manager,
He's Captain
and
Check
I don't
Down,
say that in a
man.
good way.
He's Captain Check Down. Check. I'll dump it to him. That's why they don't throw it into the end zone, man. He's
He got
Captain
drafted
Check
before
Down.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. Psst. Captain Check
Boy, I
Down.
wish they could rethink that.
Oh, I'm sure a couple of teams where they left him sitting that day. That long day long ago. I'm sure several teams are kicking themselves for not taking that pick. Now, speaking of quarterbacks who are coming back off an injury, there's
The
talk.
Browns are this year's Jacksonville. Go ahead.
The what? The Browns are this year's Jacksonville? What the hell does that even mean?
What does it mean?
Because they both sucked last year. So.
But everyone thought the Browns or the Jaguars were going to be good.
Oh, people think the Browns are going to be good? Get out of here.
There's some rumblings. Yeah, exactly.
Come on. Who? Who?
They're a quarterback. Hey, they got a decent stable of running backs. The defense can play a bit.
Well, they did draft some crazy defense, man, so we'll see. They did draft some crazy defense, but you know what? Oh, man, the Browns. I hate the Browns, man. I had a terrible experience at a Browns game, watching a Raiders game with my wife when she was 8 months pregnant, and I just can't wait to the day to go back to a Browns game when we straight stomp a mud hole in them. I can't wait. That's on my bucket list. Browns, home game, Raiders, right down there. Just watch them obliterate them.
The Browns are better than the Bears this year. You heard it here first.
Oh, the Bears are going to be terrible. The Bears are going to be terrible on an epic level. I tell you what, I live deep behind the enemy lines, and typically I'll go down and watch like 1 or 2 training camp sessions of the Bucks and just sit there. I always got my Raiders gear on too because I don't care. But I go down there and I sit there and I watch because it's football and it's nice out and it's free, you know, you can go in there. But they usually have off to the side, they'll have like the little NFL experience where the kids can run around and do all the stuff, all the games and stuff. And that's not team specific. So my son loves to go do all that nonsense, so I'll take him in there. But I tell you what, man, I watched a lot of I saw Mike Glennon in camp for 2 seasons. And he's garbage. I can't believe they gave him all that money. I can't believe they gave him all that money. I have no faith in that guy. So I think it's gonna be bad news for the Bears this season. They're gonna have buyer's remorse on Glennon, I'm telling you.
Well, they did draft Mitch Trubisky.
They did.
Number 2 overall. He could be the Bears.
Raider, you nailed it. That's 100%. We got reaped. The only good things they did ever get came from Oakland. They reaped us. But you've got Cam Newton. He's coming back. Rivera says next week he's going to start throwing. So obviously that's big for the Panthers. And
yeah, Cam Newton needs to have a backup, a bounce back season. After last year,
I think they're going to have. I think they're due. I think they'll have a bounce back season.
Yeah, I mean they were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago,
and I think they peaked too quick. I think they peaked too quick for that team because usually you almost want to take the course that the Raiders are taking. Is you want to get you want to get a little better. And then a little better, then you just make the playoffs, but you don't make it very far. But you get a little experience of it making there. And then the next season is the season where you really are challenging for a Super Bowl. But usually it takes 1 season to get in there and a little disappointment, getting very close and getting hungry. Usually this is the trend to getting to a Super Bowl. You usually just don't suck and then bang, you're there. Those teams don't usually fare well when they get there.
It does happen in the NFC South, though.
It does. Well, it's because their conference sucks. It's off and on. But you did have the Falcons out of there last season. The Falcons look like they'll probably be the lead dog out of that conference again, I would guess. Although, I'm not a big Jameis fan, but they've put a lot of pieces around Jameis.
Yeah.
What's up, Steven? So
I think the Bucks might be the wild card team in the NFC.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. They've added some talent down there. I'm not gonna lie. Down there, like I'm down there.
Mike Evans is a stud. Down there? You mean down the street?
What? Whoa! What was up with Dead Man? What do you mean he's okay? Just got word. See, that's what happens when I work all day. Well, I'm glad to hear he's okay, but I didn't know anything was wrong. Man, I'm out the loop. All right, well that's good. At least when you hear after the fact, after all the drama's over, that's a good thing, I guess. So
Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton.
I think he's still an all-pro quarterback. He had an off season last year. There was talk about his shoulder being dinged up half the season at least.
That's an interesting conference because you got Drew Brees,
Jameis Winston, Cam Newton, and Matty Ice, Matt Ryan.
Oh, dang. Well, I'm glad he's doing.
And he has 3 seasons.
I'm glad he's doing better too. Good Lord.
They got a cure for that.
My goodness, they do. Well, I'm glad he's doing better too. Man, I didn't even hear that. Gee. Yeah, that's bum news. Hey, it was his birthday yesterday. Wasn't it his birthday yesterday? It was his birthday yesterday. Holy cow, man. What a bummer. Alright, well, at least he's alright. At least he's alright. So, Seahawks were in the news because Pete Carroll comes out and says he's counting on his Seahawks to thrive amid the chaos that they've had. Chaos since last offseason.
Oh, so much chaos.
Oh.
How can Seattle play through it all?
Oh, whack. Yeah, I know. Let's play it up a little bit so you guys can look like superheroes when you win in your crappy-ass division again against the Rams, the Niners. You know?
Yeah. It's just Pete Carroll trying to drum up something to inspire his players, I think, because actually he's just worried about Richard Sherman. It's all about Sherman. Oh, to play through all chaos. We weren't really trying to trade you.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really want.
Oh. Prime, I lost you. I lost you. Uh-oh. We've lost Prime. Prime has fallen into the black void. That is the land of the drop call, I believe. That's a fair question, Alfonso. Do you think somebody will actually sign Kaepernick? No. I honestly think Seattle was the last team that really had the scheme. He may have. Autumn Angel Slurs. He may have. Hold on. Let's see if we can get Prime back. Prime. Can you hear me, Prime?
Commish.
Commish. Yes. He was like, I heard 2 words and then bam, he was gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, that's what happens.
Hey, this is live, folks.
That's why we fly without a net every single night. You never know what's going to happen. That's the great thing about it. But, you know, that allows us to interact with you guys while we're rolling through stuff. So, yeah, Pete Carroll, that's an act. Come on.
Yeah, the only real chaos or anything, it's not even chaos. It's just like mild turbulence at best.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got sent to the penalty box.
Yes. You kept putting the penalty box.
Oh, damn. All right, I'll try to be better. Wait a minute. I'm not playing hockey. I'm not in Nashville right now.
I know, man. I hope Nashville wins that. I don't want to see any Pittsburgh team win anything. Ever. Ever.
Yeah. I'm all out of whack now. What up, ReACTIon?
Yeah. Threw him off. Threw me off too. I was like, wait a second. I think he just got dropped. And yes, by God, he did. All right.
That happened.
Hey, that's what happens, man. Flying without a net. All right, so moving
on.
on.
What drama is there, Chuck? That drama is so...
That's true.
But yeah, all right, Cam Newton's going to bounce back. The Seahawks are going to play through some imaginary chaos Pete Carroll is imagining. He just needs Richard Sherman to shut up.
What's up, Stephanie? Yeah, I don't think their chaos is a little overplayed, I would say. Now, we've got some other action. Now, we got some action over in Baltimore. Now, that's some AFC action. That's some action that Cap is drama, and I believe... Now, I don't know what you think, Prime. They asked this question when you jumped out for a split second there. when you're looking at I don't see anybody else beating down Cap's door. There's not that many teams in the league that are running quarterback kind of spread offense type offense right now. I don't see him having another place to go. I honestly don't. Hey, maybe you better invest in Carhartt and take your ass to the CFL. Maybe that's your next stop. Seriously.
Yeah, Canada. They tried to sign Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
And they tried to sign Tim Tebow, but he wouldn't go.
No. But there's a lot of this. It's a bigger field, so they run a lot of that spread type offense up there, so you never know. But now there was some news over in the Ravens. They've signed journeyman cornerback Brandon Boykin and Al-Haj Shabazz, and they have released veteran defensive back Kyle Arrington. So, some moves over there. Yeah,
they replaced one old cornerback, another old cornerback.
Yeah, that's
pretty fantastic work by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that seems to be what's going on there.
That's a lot of size in there. They're doing quite the opposite. It's got.
Yep. So now moving on, we've got let's see. Now we've got another guy, because there's always some in the off season. We did drop again, Chuck. I don't know what the deal is here. It's never happened before. That's twice now. What are you going to do? But, now moving on. Alright. Now moving on. You back? Hello?
I'm back.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm back.
I don't know what the deal is here. Alright. Now moving on. We've got another guy that got popped. Giants wide receiver Roger Lewis arrested on suspicion of OVI. I had to look that up. I don't know what the heck OVI is. OVI is operating a vehicle
while impaired. Yeah.
So now why is that OWI or DUI already? OVI? What state is this? You're gonna make up your own garbage?
Did it get popped in New York?
Where was this? It must have been New York.
Yeah, OTAs are happening.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Minicamp, so he was in New York.
No. Reynoldsburg, Ohio.
Ohio.
Come on, Ohio. OVI.
OVI. So that's how they do it in Ohio, huh?
I guess. Come on, it's DUI, OWI everywhere else in the country. You gotta have OVI.
OVI.
I guess that sounds better, because when you go get a job, you're like, nah, man, I got this OVI last summer. It was nothing. You'll be like, oh, all right. I don't even know what the hell that is, so that's cool.
Absolutely. But it's all right, because you know what? How much playing time did that guy really get? I think his most, I guess.
Probably not a lot. I think the biggest claim to fame was he was in the picture down on the boat in Miami before in the playoffs last season. That was his biggest claim to fame. It's like, I'm on a boat. What's that?
Boats and hoes.
Yeah, with Odell. That's his biggest claim to fame.
Yep.
Other than that, you ever heard of wide receiver Roger Lewis from the Giants? He ain't on nobody's fantasy team. Come on.
Come on, Rip Raider.
No. Where is Ohio? Oh, it's in the middle of nowhere. And it is.
You get to nowhere, turn left.
Yeah. Hang left. Follow the crow. All right.
Exactly, Chuck. That's my point.
So, obviously, me and you are both tied very deeply to NFL.com and NFL.com fantasy football, as I am the commish of the pinnacle of fantasy football competition that is the Hardcore Challenge, and you are a member, owner of a team in that Hardcore Challenge, and also a former
I was in the
vice
Super Bowl
president.
last year.
And I see this gentleman's on there all the time. He's on NFL.com, and he is the senior fantasy analyst, which is Mr. Michael Fabiano. And he came out with a little 20-person player countdown, which I thought was very interesting. And he usually has good stuff, because I always see him on there, because obviously I live and breathe on NFL.com fantasy football, because it's where the league...
You missed us, Alfonso. We talked about Elvis Dumerville at the beginning of the show.
Yep. You'll have to rewind for that.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing. All you that share it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate all you guys joining us tonight, because what do? Every Monday and Wednesday on Raider Reaction, we drop back deep in the pocket and let it fly league-wide. It goes to the post with Prime and the Commish. We touch on all the hot league topics every Monday and Wednesday, because there's 32 teams in this league. Of course, we love number 1, the silver and black, but we got to keep up on the other 31 enemies. So, hey, don't feel bad, Alfonso. We got to make that money. Got to eat. So, hey, don't worry about that. But Michael Fabiano, senior fantasy analyst for NFL.com, gives us the 2017 Veteran Fantasy Bargains. So.
Sounds pretty interesting.
Yes.
Now, I mean, are you putting veterans? I mean, is DeMarco Murray a veteran?
Well, this is Veterans by Mr. Michael Fabiano. This is what he thinks now. That's why I wanted to put his, he came up with this list, and I go steal his thunder here. I'm sure he put some time into coming up with this list. He's the senior analyst of NFL.com. It's his 2017 Veteran Fantasy Bargains. So, I agree, Chuck, wholeheartedly. But, his number 1, Doug Baldwin, wide receiver of the Seahawks.
Yeah? He's come on lately? We're jumping right to number 1.
Yeah? Well, they're not ranked in any particular order.
Okay.
These aren't, yes. Hell no, if it's a countdown, I can start at number 1. I'm just counting them off.
All right. Well, Doug Baldwin, from a fantasy perspective,
share it up,
for the first maybe 4 years of his career, all he did was break my heart because I thought he was going to do something, and now he's done something maybe the last 1.5 seasons.
Ain't that how it always is in fantasy football, though? You hang on to him, and then they do nothing. And then when you let him go, they blow up. Like, damn it! Well, that's not too bad so far, Raider Ed. Share it up. Like all the shares. Did I really see that? Did we get 175 shares? Good Lord. Oh, loving some Goes to the Post tonight. Loving it. But C.J. Anderson is another one that is number 2. Number 2, not number 2 overall, just number 2 on the list.
Right. Is he still a donkey?
He is still a donkey. He was on pace to score almost 200 fantasy points before last season, before he was injured and cost him the final 9 games. Now, you got him and Jamal Charles both duct taped and bubble gummed together with, busted up ass legs. So one of them's gonna get some fantasy. So,
well, if I'm not mistaken, they did drop Monty Ball last year.
Yes, he did, but what have you?
What?
Now, number 3 is Michael Crabtree, Oakland Raiders. He's actually high on my draft board, Prime. I think Crab's in for a big year this season. I really do.
He's got good hands. He runs good routes.
Yes.
He was a stud at what? University of Michigan?
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So, I mean, gosh, is he really a veteran? I suppose he's been around for a while now.
Hold on, Crabtree didn't come from Michigan. He's Texas Tech boy.
Is he a Texas Tech boy?
Yes. He's actually, I believe he's got a camp. I think he's at a camp. Man, I'd really love to take my son. It just sucks that I live all the way over here, and the only football I'm close to is football that I hate. Just sucks. I tell you, you guys don't understand. All right, you guys that live out on the West Coast and you're close to the Raiders. I'm jealous because I spend an amazing amount of money in a season having to travel to watch the games, and it's painful when I got a whole family of now 5, and I haven't even added one. Now it's going to cost me even more. Here in a year or two, I won't be able to hold him in a seat, and it's going to cost me even another ticket now. But, well.
Well, when they move to Vegas, that flight gets a lot cheaper.
It is a lot cheaper, because they got cheap direct flights to Vegas from where I live, so.
From where I live, they got cheap direct flights from Okoboji.
That's what I'm saying.
To get to Vegas.
Man, the last time, when I went out to Oakland, man, I had like 3 connecting flights. That thing took me forever. And I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Every time, I can't ever seem to get a direct flight out there. I don't know why. I got like 3 layovers every time the way there and back. It's such a flight.
You fly out west, you always go through Denver. I know that airport like the back of my hand. It's
or
sad.
Vegas or something. Rooms?
Yeah.
I don't need no rooms, Roof Raider. I ain't sleeping. You got
That's
your
what I'm
mind.
talking about.
Man, it'll be like some hangover nonsense. It'll be like, what? The Raiders win? Did they win?
I don't want to remember anything until I'm back on the plane.
Yeah, I hope somebody videoed. Yeah.
But,
all right, another one on the list of veteran gold out there for fantasy football. Emmanuel Sanders, wide receiver for the Donkeys. I don't know. I don't see that. He's not fantasy gold. Who's throwing him the ball?
Gold. That is the issue.
No, nobody, come on. He's off the mark on that one, man. I don't see that.
He's all right somewhere else.
He's off the mark. I don't see that one.
I mean, generally, he has developed into a pretty good receiver. However, without anyone throwing him the ball, it doesn't matter. Him and Demaryius Thomas are going to suffer.
No, he's turned into a very capable wide receiver, a hugely capable wide receiver. But yeah, I agree. No.
Dude.
You got to have somebody to throw you the ball.
Live in Vegas.
You got to have somebody to throw you the ball. I don't see that one. Now, number five I see. Larry Fitzgerald. I think.
Yeah, he was gold last year.
Carson Palmer's, since he was left the Raiders, went to Arizona. I mean, hey, I was fine. I had no ill will with Carson Palmer when he left. Carson just didn't quite click here. But, I'm glad to see him have a little success because I had no ill will with Carson at all. And I could see him and Larry having a hot season. They're not in a strong division, man. You got the Rams, the Niners, there's 4 games right there you got to play. So, they have a favorable
Now, Larry Fitzgerald, though, he's perennial. He's great.
Yeah, so.
Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. Now, here's another one. This is another one made me scratch my head. Frank Gore. Indianapolis Colts.
Wow.
I don't.
Did he discover the fountain of youth? Because he looked old as hell last time I saw him.
Man, he didn't do so hot last season. He ranked 12th in fantasy points last season. Man, that must have been a sneaky under the radar. Because, man, I tell you what, the running back position in fantasy football has changed so much. It is crazy.
Absolutely. Very few bell cows anymore. It takes a stable to do what they once did with one running back.
You think? Huh. Who's exposed? Who's this guy? Morris Felders Jr. You're done exposed, 6'10". You can't just come out and throw these little blanket hollow statements.
6'10".
Who's going 6-10, and who are you repping? If you're going to step in, bring the fire or don't bring it. Step back from the flame.
Done, exposed, 6-10?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking. Done? Wait, what are these cryptic comments? What?
Yeah.
I got to read between the lines? I ain't got time. Come on.
Yeah,
You got something to
crack
say?
the code.
Spell it out. Donkeys. The donkeys. Come on, man. You ain't got nobody. Who's your quarterback? You got duct tape bandaged together running backs. You got C.J. Anderson, Jamal Charles, retread ass. Come on, man. You ain't got nobody. You ain't got nobody.
Trevor Simeon.
You go out and draft an offensive line with your first overall pick, and then go grab our recycled garbage to try and fill in your offensive line to protect who? Who? Simeon? Come on, man.
I am far from a Broncos fan, but I can never hate on a team that drafts offensive linemen.
You're right.
We
did fall apart when our quarterback got hurt. You know why? Because he's an MVP of the league, bro. That's why. And he's back, and he's 100%. And he's going to rip right through some donkey ass this season. Oh, man, you guys are in week 4. When we come at you guys at 3-0, we're going to be like a freight train. Psh. Oh, whatever. Simeon, do you realize that Derek Carr is on the pace this season, if he throws over 30 touchdowns, to have the greatest 4-year statistics of any quarterback in history? The only person that'll be better is Dan Marino. Morris, if you're going to step up, know your stats. Know your stats, donkey boy. Psh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Know your stat. What about our defense? We filled every single hole. And what's that? Oh, did we just have the defensive player of the year? I forgot about Prime.
I am not going to let you Bronco fan derail this show.
No way. Oh, come on.
You can talk your smack, but you know you got nothing.
You got nothing. You guys got
you
garbage.
Got it. So moving on.
Garbage, moving on. Sorry. Get me all fired up there. All right, another one on the list. Delaney Walker, tight end, Tennessee Titans. Now,
he was good last year.
I had Delaney Walker last year. Delaney Walker was solid. Solid. Yeah. And I agree. He will be solid fantasy player again this season. Mariota loved him, man. He was feeding him the rock a lot, and it was a lot down the goal line too.
And you can look for that to continue as well as Mariota gets healthy.
Absolutely. Now here's another one, and I don't agree with this one on Mr. Fabiano's list, and that's Doug Martin, running back of the Bucks. Martin, he's coming out of this. He's got to serve a 3-game suspension to start the season. So I don't see how.
Ooh, for what?
For what? He's just coming out of rehab and nonsense. He got, he had some problems. He had some substance abuse problems, and he had to go.
Oh, the muscle hamster was on the juice?
Yes. No, not on the juice. He was, may have been some substance abuse or something along those lines.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to have a good season last year, or maybe, I don't know, I thought it was his contract year.
It was. And
yeah, so that's when players like to perform, not get all jacked up on jujubes.
Well, apparently he had a problem, but he's okay now.
Well, good for him. So, muscle
after
hamster.
week 4. Oh, hold on, Prime. Back the truck up, put in park. Bro,
what?
Week 4, I challenge you. I will give you the number. Call in. I'll put you on Raider Reaction. Black Friday. I'm here Monday through Friday, bro. And on Friday, we go Black Friday. And if you want to come on Black Friday, the Friday before week 4, and break it down, and then you don't question if I'll have the stones. I'll be back here on Monday. You come back on Monday too. After we rip you apart. You come in on Friday, Black Friday, and then you come back on Monday.
The beast is loose.
I challenge you. Put your money where your mouth is, Morris. Morris the cat. Put your money where your mouth is, donkey.
Can only hope to contain him.
Come on back. I'll be right here. I'm here every weeknight. Right here. I challenge you. Black Friday. Right before the game. Right before Sunday. You come on back. Just like I challenged Tim Hogan. Just like I challenged Tim Hogan. Come in here, Black Friday, right before the game. Titans fan for week 1. Challenged him too. I got you. I'm writing down my hit list. You guys just can't come in here and step in here and say, "Oh well, you remember." No, I remember, cause I ain't going nowhere. The Commish will still be here, so don't think I'll forget. And I'll come find you on social media. And when we beat you down, I will come knocking. And Prime and the Commish are gonna embarrass you on social media.
My favorite team is my fantasy team. I love the NFL.
We should show our age, Morris. But you know what? I will say this, and I appreciate Morris just like I appreciate Tim Hogan, who came in here the other day, the Titans fan. He came in here, he threw fire, he threw stats, he threw everything, but he kept it real. He didn't get vulgar, he didn't get out of hand, and hey man, we're all diehard, deep down we're all football fans, so hey, if you can step in here and bring the fire and keep it cool, then it's all good, but we're writing you down, Mr. Morris. We're writing you down. And we will be coming back to you. Because this is what? What's the date today, Prime? The 6-5 show? Okay. I'll come back to this. I'll be back.
June 5th.
I got a Titan lined up already, Prime. A Titan fan popped in the other day. Morris Felders Jr. All right. You're on the list. Black Friday, before the game. I'm putting you on. We're opening up the phone lines. We're going to bring you right on here. We're going to... Oh, yeah. And then I'll bring you back on Monday after the game. And we'll see what happened. Hey.
I'll be back.
If I got to eat crow, I eat crow. So we'll see. We'll see who's garbage.
Whoa.
We'll see who's garbage. It ain't that far off, Morris. It ain't that far off. Oh, Prime,
See what you did now, Morris.
Prime, we gotta get up out of here. We gotta get up out of here. So say your goodbyes.
Oh man, Morris, you took my time, Morris.
Yeah, that's all right.
This is Prime talking right now. Oh, Prime in the Commish. Goes to the post. Morris, you need to come in on a Tuesday. That night is for you. Mondays and Wednesdays are for me.
There you go.
Nah, but I want to thank everyone, all the Raider fans, all the NFL fans. Of course, I am Prime, and I'm here on Mondays and Wednesdays. If I could spit out Wednesdays, it'd be a better world. But nonetheless, with the Ghost of the Post, where we go league wide and balls deep. Oh, wait a minute. No. Deep behind enemy lines. Yo, I'm out.
Prime. Every Monday and Wednesday, we go deep. Ghost of the Post. And what do? Every single weeknight on Oakland Raiders football, we go coast to coast. We start right here with a solid hour of Raiders flavor and insight on the East Coast with Raider Reaction in the Commish. And then I throw it deep to the West Coast, to the infamous Raider Bear, who takes it for 6. Thank you for joining me. Bear, finish it off. Peace, love, Raider Nation.